And we live.
And we live.
Hey y'all.
Hey y'all, what's up? What's
What's
tea?
up? Happy Sunday, you know.
Happy Sunday. I like our Sunday recordings.
Yeah,
This is
same.
fun.
Usually earlier,
Right.
but
So we're gonna jump right into it today. I'm Blair, also known as Miss Legendaire, also known as the baddest, also known as that girl.
I'm Lana, Alana Ane, also known as Alana Ane on all social medias. Follow me, Twitter, Instagram, wherever. You know
And
where to find me.
and welcome to Oh My God Girl, Guess What podcast.
Yes, welcome to the podcast. This is episode 11. We're
Yeah.
almost to the end of the season.
We're
Super
almost to
excited.
the end. I just did a little emotional little Insta story video, like, thank you so much for supporting us, and I can't wait for the next season because I'm excited. I'm excited for us to bring in guests. I feel like our listeners really got to know us, and now we get to have engaging conversations with other people because a lot of the topics that we talk about on the podcast, I bring up to my friends or like people I run into, like when we talking to see their take on it, and they generate some conversation. So I think it'd be good once we start bringing people on and kind of like share different perspectives.
I'm definitely excited to bring people on. A lot of conversations we have, we need other people to like kind of chime in and give their perspective. Everybody has a unique
Because we
perspective.
kind of have similar perspectives, right? Like we need somebody to counter,
you know
not
what's
in
funny, though?
everything, but like some things we think alike
Some things. But for the most part, from what I've heard, a lot of our audience thinks that we have like different opinions. Like,
okay,
you're on one side and I'm on the other. But that's from our audience. But for the most part, we do. Like, maybe not with the topics all the time on here, but for the most part, I think we do be on the same page.
Yeah. So it's gonna be good for somebody to come in and like spice it up, like
yeah. We're gonna be looking at them like,
this motherfucker is crazy. We need the little extra spice in our life,
we do. I'm excited for that. But no, this season has been fun though. I've enjoyed doing this, and I'm excited to take it to the next step, like incorporating new guests, incorporating
new content,
equipment, all of that. Like, I'm super excited.
Y'all gonna see us with the professional mic with the headphones. I want us to have like camera recorders. Like,
I want the mic. And I'm just super excited to kind of rebrand this. This is like, the pilot season or whatever. And it went well. I've enjoyed it. But it's time to take it to the next level. So
agreed. I'm ready to make new content. I'm ready for us to make a separate Instagram. That's what I think the fun part is. I want to do a photo shoot. Like,
she loved the idea of making a separate Instagram, and making a separate account literally stresses me out.
Yes, like I will post the pictures and run the content. No worries, but I just think we need a separate platform. Like, I want us to have merch, I want us to have wine glasses. I want us to, because I want people come sit down and listen to the podcast. It'd be like your time. Yeah, it'd be your time to unwind, because we give assignments in the podcast. We told y'all to go journal. We tell y'all to do self-care, but we need to implement things to kind of aid that process. So I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good. So how was your week?
Oh, my week was amazing. My little brother came to visit me. We had a great time. We literally did everything that kind of he wanted to do, so that was fun just to see him again. I've seen him like over Christmas break, but he hasn't been
that was low-key a minute ago.
It was a minute ago, but he hasn't been here since like September. So It was fun to just have him here again. He enjoyed it. I took him to like this really good taco place that he like loves now.
Did y'all go back again?
He went back. I didn't. Yeah, he went back. I didn't. I'm gonna take my grandma and my mom when they come in a few weeks. But we even went to like a College World Series game. He's a big baseball fan.
Oh, fun!
That was going on, so I was like, let's go. But yeah, I had a really good week, really good weekend. I enjoyed him. He left like 2 hours ago. It was cool. Sibling bonding is always needed. So.
I know, so sweet.
Yes. How was yours?
I guess this week was cool. I'm trying to think, like, was there like a... I feel like I was on an episode of Punk'd all week.
Yeah, you did.
I was on the episode. I was definitely on an episode of Punk'd this week.
I signed you up. It was me.
Alana wowed for that. Like, somebody signed me up for an episode of Punk'd this week. It was just a lot of surprises. I was like, the fuck? But it was cool. I had a really, really, really good meeting this week. Really good meeting. I'm joining forces with a student that I went to school with. To do some great things, and we really like sat down. Our meeting was like 5 hours. I'm not gonna lie, like 5-6 hours. We just talked and brainstormed, and that was so fun. Like it felt good to get back creative thinking again, conceptual thinking again, high fashion thinking again. So that was cool. My diploma came in the mail, so
Period.
now I'm ready to talk shit about the school,
Got
the
the
Art
paper.
Institute of Chicago. I'm ready to talk
Oh my
shit. I
lord.
wasn't talking shit until I got my diploma. Now I got my diploma.
It's time.
May the shit talking commence.
Say she got time today.
I got time. I'm gonna do it the right way, but I'm gonna start talking shit. So
Period, as you should.
it's coming out. It's
live
coming
your
out.
truth.
Period. That's all I can do is living my truth. And then we had Father's Day since the last time we had the show. We really have to give 2-week recaps on the show because we do it every 2 weeks.
We do.
So yeah, that was cool. I was able, me and my dad, I took him. I was gonna get him some Yeezys. He was talking about Yeezys, so thirsty to get some. He was so excited, and he bought his own. I was like,
wow.
So that ruined my gift. So I was like, okay, well, I get you some more at another date, but let's just go out. So we went to breakfast and went to the movies because that was like a date that we've had since I was little that we haven't been able to do since the pandemic. So I'm like, the movie's back over. Let's go to the show. So that was cool. We went to go see
movie?
The Bodyguard something. Okay. It's supposed to be a sequel to the first one. It was funny. It was good. It was cool. I didn't see the first one. I don't think you necessarily needed to see the second one, but
it was heard of it. I gotta look at it, look it up.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think. My dad was here to see me the week before Father's Day.
Right.
So we had fun. We just kind of like chill. We went axe throwing. That was fun.
That is fun. Did you feel like you relieved stress?
Girl, no. Honestly, we did it for an hour. We did it for an hour, and it was like too long for 2 people for an hour. So by the time like 30 minutes were around, we was like, we're kind of over this.
We didn't do all the axes.
Yeah, we get bored easily. So it's like, all right, on to the next. Like, what's going on? But no, I enjoy him though. Like, we watched Best Man Holiday together.
Good, a classic.
A classic. We watched something else together that I can't remember. Oh, we found this really good show called Run the World. It's like a chick flick kind of, I guess. But it's really good. It's about 5.
It's on Netflix?
It's on Amazon Prime. Okay. And it's about 5 girlfriends who live in like Harlem, and they just all going throughout their different life stories, I guess. But they all went to college together and are super successful. Nice. And, they're going through, like, relationship problems, career problems, kids, whatever it may be. But it's a really good show. My dad enjoys whoever is the stylist on the show. I do, too. So you might like it.
Good fits.
Yeah.
He's particular about his fit.
He is. So, but no, the stylist is bomb, though. Like, it seems like I've seen Alexander Wang on there, but it seems like for the most part, they try to incorporate Black designers. Because it's on BET. It's a really good show.
Did you see any Hanifa?
I did not notice any Hanifa. No. Okay. They should have. Hanifa.
Like, you can't do a Black designer-based show and not incorporate Hanifa.
I can't wait to get my first Hanifa piece.
Do you know how I'm going to, like, wear it forever?
Yeah, I know. You already know. I want that little skirt.
When I get my first Hanifa, like, wardrobe piece and my first Jennifer Lee shoe, baby, listen. Y'all not going to be able to tell me nothing about myself that day I got that outfit on. Please, no. Y'all might not be able to talk to me for the weeks after. Like, hire me a photographer, paparazzi, all of that.
It's a wrap.
Please. Like, and if you don't know those designers,
let everybody know. This Hanifa. Everybody got to know.
This is a Jennifer Lee shoe.
You know what this is? Okay.
Oh. Did you ask me who I was wearing? Did you ask?
Did you ask?
It's Hanifa.
I just want to let you know.
That's me.
I just want to let you know.
You know that's going to be me for real, too.
I just want to let you know. But no, like, okay, back to Father's Day. So, what do we do for my dad for Father's Day? Oh, he loves his fits, so he got a Zara gift card, so he can just
perfect.
Go in there, get whatever he want to get. And then my mom got him this like travel book bag that has different compartments and stuff. I tried to buy him like a leather Coach book bag. Let me tell y'all what happened, y'all. It's this super nice Coach leather bag. It's like a book bag for men. Coach been snapping lately.
Coach
like,
is their rebrand is like,
yes, it's crazy, right? It's crazy. So it's his bag. It's on the site for like $6.95. I look on eBay. I'm going throughout. Mind you, I'm from Michigan, right? The seller is from Michigan. They're selling it for $75 plus like shipping. And I'm like, if I can bid on this and get it, like my brother, I don't have to pay for shipping. I could just have my brother go get it, whatever. So I'm bidding. I keep bidding. I'm the highest bidder at some point. And I wasn't like checking my email consistently because I thought it was just going to alert me. And I lost the bid. I was so sad.
It's okay.
I'ma still find him a leather bag though. I'ma still get him something nice just like that. But I was so mad because it was a great deal, perfect situation, something that he had asked for when he was here. He told me like, I want a leather book bag, like a nice designer leather book bag.
You'll get it. You'll find the perfect one.
I'm gonna get it. I'm still gonna look. I'm still gonna look for him. He's still gonna get it, and that's just that. But I was like crushed.
Right.
I be taking Father's Day serious. Like I remember when I was living in Chicago, and he didn't get his Father's Day gift on time. I don't even think you might have not been home. I was crying. I'm like, he gonna think I don't care about him.
My daddy gonna think I don't love us, but that is not the truth. One thing about our daddies, we cannot do no wrong in their eyes for real.
We can't.
They're not gonna think that's true. Like, I was just late, you know.
Yeah.
As long as you call them and spend time with them, they be too happy.
That's true.
Literally. So I want to get into so we're on topic of fathers, right?
Yes.
And we want to talk. Me and Alana have this conversation all the time. How us being daddy's girls, like you can have daddy issues and be a daddy's girl. Like they say, daddy issues come with like from girls without daddy, so they try to fill a void that their dad feels, but nobody discusses the girls with present fathers and how they try to look for that out in the world. And we're talking more specifically for dating. Yeah. And try to, I don't want to speak for the both of us, but I know he has set the standard, right? Definitely set the bar pretty high, right? So, like, where as far as, like, communication, your gentleness, how you speak to me, the way in which you treat me, you telling me no, like, all of that is a problem. Because that is not how my daddy loved me.
Period.
But, like, although our father showed us blueprints for how to be loved, like, our spouses aren't going to be our dads, right? They're literally not going to be our dads. And as long as our fathers are alive, like,
we're going to have that.
We're going to. But I still would like that in a partner.
Yeah, I still want that in a partner. It's like, for one, I swear to God, like, it was one time in particular when my dad, like, raised his voice at me, like, for the very first time in my life.
Crushed.
And I just started bawling because I'm like, why are you, like, raising your voice and yelling at me like that? Like, you don't do that. Or if he just raised his voice in the slightest, like, when my mom raised her voice, I just be looking at her, and it doesn't go in one ear and out the other, but it's like, okay, like, I'm used to that, you know? I'm used to that. She'll be okay. She's going to get over it. My dad, he doesn't do it. So it's like, that one time when he did, I had to be in, like, high school. And I was just like,
who is this?
I didn't know what to do. Like, I was just like, oh my God, like, I can't believe, like, I felt betrayed or something. It was crazy.
And you was the one doing some bad shit.
And it was my fault.
How dare you yell at me? Like, for real.
How dare you yell at me? Like, what is wrong with you? But it's just, like, so true. I tell people all the time, like, the type of father that I had and, like, the example that he set as far as just anything in my life in general, like, it makes my dating pool so slim to none. Not even slim to none, but it just makes it so, like, and I'm not going to say I look for people to be my father, but I look for certain qualities, like being a man of your word is one of them. Mm-hmm. Making sure I'm straight is one of them. Being gentle with me is one of them. And it's just like, I just think when you have, like, a great male presence in your life, like your father, like, it honestly...
Yeah, it don't even have to be your father. It could be like an uncle or a granddad or somebody.
Your dating pool is just going to be like, it makes your dating pool a little less desirable, I guess. Like, cause it's like not everybody is gonna, you know what you looking for, you know. He's already set the standard, so you're not trying to figure out what a good man looks like or what it means to be. Because you already know he set the
like
standard.
I've seen
so
it.
Like,
this looks like this. So and
exactly.
and so then you have to kind of try to date people who have father figures in their life, right? Because positive ones. Because I know a lot of men, I know a dude that has a lot of male figures in his life, but all of them are fucked up. So, like, that's still no positive way, it doesn't really, it's not really helpful for you.
Exactly.
And I know for me, it's like, okay, I also think about this. This is why it's difficult. As I'm getting older, right, we want to build families of our own, have our own sustainable, family unit outside of the family that we were raised in, that is still our family, but that becomes an extended family in a way once you begin to build your own. And so the man of that household takes on the father role, not just the children, but to the woman too, right?
Yeah.
And my dad is getting older. He's getting up there. I want him to be able to just worry about him and my mom, I don't necessarily want, and I know I'll be there worried to the day they eyes shut permanently, I know that they can't help that. But it's like, I get to a point, it's like, okay, I want to be able to take care of my dad now. I want to be able to take care of my parents now. So it's like, okay, I'm dating more intentionally because I'm looking to build something more solid with someone. And so in a way, I do need them to show up in fatherly ways for me. I do need to see your compassionate, nurturing side. I do need to see, can I trust you to give me solid advice? I want to be able to call you. It's going to get to a point that
but just manly, like.
Yeah.
Like manly.
Can you lead? And I think that just really means, like, we're looking for somebody who really can lead us, right? Yeah, which a lot of men aren't even fully developed enough yet to do it. So it may hinder us because we're so used to being led by, strong, powerful men who have done these things, who are wise, and then now we're looking
sound advice, keep us grounded.
A lot like,
of these guys
and our moms.
Yeah,
right. Exactly. They're doing it to our moms. So not only is it like, okay, this is love that we receive from a fatherly standpoint, we watch them give that from a husband standpoint. Exactly. So now I look for that in building something with somebody, and it's like, dudes, it's like, look, I'm 27. I don't, but I feel like, get it together. That's grown. Like, step into it. But if they've never seen that, they don't know. Or unless they become a father, they don't know.
Exactly. And that's the other thing, too. It's like, sometimes people just don't know. And, like, I hate how... So, I hate how it sounds to have to teach somebody certain things, right? Because part of me feels like you should know. But not everybody has the luxury of knowing. And one thing I remember my mom always saying to me growing up is, like, you got to train people how to treat you.
Can you teach somebody how to lead?
And that's the thing. But no, and you can't. But that's the thing, though. Like, I think you can't teach somebody how to lead. Absolutely not. Either they're a leader.
You can't teach a man how to do that.
Yeah, you can't. Either they're a leader or they're not. And it's like, if they are a leader, but they just have trouble, with the relationship leader aspect, then I think you have to maybe be vocal about it and just, like, say, just have conversations. But the other thing it goes back to is, like, we have poor communication. Like, a lot of people our age just don't know what healthy communication is or effective communication. And so it's like, how can I expect, somebody to try to keep me grounded when they're not even really that grounded themselves? Or I just, honestly, like, now that I've just been thinking about, like, relationships, so it's like, our relationships in our 20s even, like, and it's like, dang, because for me, I've always said, like, okay, I would want to be married before 30. Ideally, if you want to be married before 30,
you need to be in a relationship right now.
Since you be in a relationship right now, building towards that, take about 4 to 5 years. Maybe.
Right.
So, like,
well, if that's the case, I'm off my clock.
Like, what's going on? So,
but I think the clock is also, and I also think, like, if that person is your person, it may take 4 years, but it may take 2.
Oh, baby, it's gonna take a while.
I know it's gonna take you at least 6. Y'all gotta be dating for at least 6. And if he proposed to you before the 6, I see her saying, no, let's wait. I can see her like, I love you. You could possibly be that, but let's wait.
I don't even know if it's just going to take, I don't want to put a time frame on it and say it's going to take a certain amount of time. It's going to take time, But within that time, it can't just be, oh, we've been dating for this long. Like, it honestly has to be like intentional moving in that time. Like,
yeah. And I don't even think it's like we've been dating for
baby.
this many years, so it should. I think it should get to a point as
we just
we've
have
been
to
through
be
these
building
things
that foundation.
together,
Exactly.
right?
Like, it's certain things you have to go through with the person to even know, okay, this is a person that I want to commit to on that level. It's completely different saying boyfriend, girlfriend, oh, husband and wife. Oh, baby. It take a long time to get out of that.
It do take a minute to get there. That's why I'm like, I need to start dating intentionally now. But it's just like,
not even get there though. It take a long time to get out of that. Like,
get out of what?
A marriage. Like,
why are you trying to get out of it?
I'm saying.
Why are you even thinking about that?
I'm saying if you make the wrong decision, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's easy to say, okay, I can commit to you.
Right. That's why you should take some time to get into it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if you don't and you realize, okay, I made the wrong decision. Oh, baby,
that's because you shouldn't rush into it at all.
And but this, I think, want to rush into it. Nobody want to take the time to build the foundation of anything, like,
or nobody wants to take the time to deny something once they figure out it's no longer serving them. I just think I just went through this too, right? I found somebody that I feel like met all my, like, checked all my boxes off, right? But our timing was just different, right? So I have to have the courage in myself to be like, look, we're at different places in our life. We want different things. Although I think you would be a great match, there's got to be a greater match for me, because it got to be somebody who's also on the same frequency as me and wants the same things as me right now, right? So in that, it's like having faith in God to let something go once you realize it's not serving you. I think a lot of people want to hold on. Like, this is good. What if I don't find better? This is good. What if, you know, when you could just, like, really be missing out on a lot.
That's very true.
You know, or missing out on something even better. So it's just like, you know, you kind of have to just trust the process and trust the timing. And like I said, me knowing, like, okay, there are a lot of good men in the world. I don't have a jaded perspective, right? I think us having good fathers also made me realize, like, it wasn't just my father that was good. His friends are good. My uncles, you know, the people he surrounds himself with. And so there's like a pool.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing about it is, too, I think for our age, it's not that they're not good men.
Yeah.
They're just not there yet. Like, it's not developed yet. It's not there yet. And so that's why I don't never say, like, oh, it's no good men out here. Like, they just not there yet. Like, we're, like, although there are good women our age, obviously, women mature faster. So, like, we can say, you know, obviously good women, but in a way, shit, we probably not there yet either. You know what?
Yeah, I probably still got some shit I gotta work on. Yeah, but I know it's some shit that I have to work on.
Definitely got some stuff I need to work on before I decide I'm gonna commit to somebody
in a marriage.
No, relationship.
Like, you saying relationship?
I don't want to be in a relationship right now. Relationship and marriage.
Like, in general, for me, it's just like, I don't know. I just feel like I just know what a good man look like now. And I just can't settle until I know, like, you know, am able to get to that perspective. I'm not even willing. This is my thing. I'm going to keep declining. I'm going to keep declining. And I think, too, why I think that sometimes it could be to a fault that I have this great blueprint. I'm not really open to a whole lot of other extra shit. Or I'm not really open to develop. I'm not really open. I mean, I'm not really open to developing shit. Like, I feel like you need to come developed. Like,
yeah, that's a problem for me too.
I'm not really willing
to go through the bullshit with people.
Yeah, like I'm not willing to build no niggas hustle up. I'm not willing to build that. I'm not willing to teach. Well, okay.
I think my problem is I don't want to deal with broken people.
Yeah, I don't want to teach you how to talk to me,
but
love on me.
But I can't say that either. I can't say that because everybody.
If your brokenness stops you from being able to love me properly, then I don't want to deal with you.
Exactly.
That you need to learn how to compartmentalize. Like,
I want people who know how to love properly. But then again, it's like you might meet somebody who doesn't know how. You kind of gotta like. It's hard.
You gotta figure out if you like them. And I think women though. I
just know I'm not there to try to teach. I'm not there yet. Maybe I will be. You know, if I meet a person, I'm like, you know what. This person need a little bit of tweaking.
Yeah.
But right now, it's not happening.
I'm willing to teach somebody how to like love me specifically. Like I'm willing to tell somebody like this is how I feel the most appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I value these things. Like I don't mind having those conversations. Like
and if
at
they don't
all.
listen, they gotta go. You can tell them, and if they don't
Yeah,
listen, they gotta
and if
go.
they don't listen, they literally have to go.
That's just it.
But if I see that you like aren't even like trying to, you know, do that, I have to then question what is it that I even like about you now at this point? Because am I holding? I think sometimes a lot of like women, and I'm learning this. We've been trained to like once we get picked, like the goal is to get picked, right? It's not even. I think a lot of women not even thinking about if they really genuinely like the nigga and like spending time with him.
Yeah, it's just like
it's just about like.
He wants
do
me.
he like me? Like,
do
I have the qualities?
Like, oh, we're wanted, but we're not. We need. It's a difference between being wanted and valued.
And like, you have to see if you value or want them back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and outside of what they look like on paper, outside of like their aesthetic, outside of you know what their career is, outside of the accessibility that they may provide to you, could you just like? Do you like their conversation? Do you like the way they think? You get what I'm saying? Do you like? Outside of if there was no experiences, because I used to date some dudes I attached to experiences. Like I like that with them. I experience these things. They take me on nice dates. They do this, that, and the third. But do I really like them? Do I like the way they think? Hell no. You know. Or I may be physically attracted to a person, but I can't stand the fact that they always going down getting drunk. Like, and that's something that's a part of their rhythm. So then it's just like, okay, that's gonna eventually annoy the shit out of me.
It's gonna be a problem. You gotta pay attention to like who people are and what they do and
what their routines are, what their habits are.
I know that they say you should not live with a person before y'all get married, but I'm sorry, I have to.
I want to see.
I gotta do a trial. I have to.
Gotta test this out.
I have to, Blair.
Gotta test this out.
I literally have to because. Oh, and I was just thinking because even when my brother was here, like I'm not used to having somebody around, so like I'm used to doing things my way. So when he would do something that wasn't my way, like I would catch myself getting a little annoyed, and I'm like, "Oh, I can't be like that. Like I can't be like that." But you get so used to just like, especially when you live alone.
Yeah,
like, you like things.
These are how my things are supposed to be.
Exactly.
That Virgo in you start kicking in.
Not even my things, but it's just not even my things. It's just, and I think I get this from my mom too. She a Libra, bless her heart. But if she does something a certain way and you do it a different way, even if the job get done, the way you did it is wrong because she do it this way. Yeah. And it's like I know that I get that from her, and I should not be like that. But it's just a habit that I picked up on, and it shouldn't even matter as long as it gets done properly. It shouldn't even matter like what the process is to do it. And both my parents are Libra, so they both like that. So it just rubbed off on me, and I caught myself a few times with my brother getting irritated. And I'm like, "Ooh, I need to just." I apologize.
What is some of like what are the major lessons that you learned from your father about dating?
About dating?
Because I think in this episode it could really help. Like I think we have a lot of knowledge and tea to give to women who may have not grown up with father figures to kind of know about dating if nobody ever told them. You know, some like good advice that our fathers may have given us. You know, that could possibly help them on their journey. Because I think what I will say, what a relationship with my father, growing up with a bond with my father has done, I really got to learn and understand men. I really got to learn and understand how they think, why they think the way they do from an unbiased, pure love perspective.
Definitely.
Like,
definitely.
Like, we really got to learn how they operate.
My dad that said to me, and I'm like,
that your mom is not gonna receive the same way because they have it's an extra added layer there.
But it's true because and he'll say certain things now. He like, I used to tell your mom that she didn't believe me, but like you my daughter, like I can take game to you, whatever. I'm trying to think of my dad never really gave any direct advice about dating. It's always been like specific advice that I would come to him and ask. It's never been like anything generalized. But the one thing I can say, he's told me to like watch out for like certain red flags, but I think every dad probably has. But one thing I can say that we talk about all the time is just taking the time to like get to know a person. Like really, really, just in general. This is not even specific relationship advice. Like my dad is my dad has a really good judgment of character, and I think that's where I get it from. Just in general, I pay attention to people, if you pay attention to what people say or do, like oftentimes they tell them themselves and they tell you everything that you need to know.
Especially
And I think,
men. Ooh, men
especially
telling
men,
themselves so they so just open.
especially men, especially men, and it's really just about listening. And if you listen well enough, like you know what you're dealing with, like
Mm-hmm.
you have to decide, okay, once you see it or hear it, it's like this is what it is, and that's just what it's gonna be.
Accept it or let it go.
Accept it or
And
let
you
it
have to
go.
be okay with letting it go to get to that
Mm-hmm.
next. I you
Exactly.
know.
And my
Go ahead. Go
I was gonna,
ahead.
I was gonna say too. One thing that me and my dad just talked about, because I tell him all the time, like I have a very, especially right now, because I don't want to be in a relationship. If it's anything extra, I just don't want to deal with it because like I don't want to be in a relationship anyways. I'm not about to deal with the extras, and I don't even care to like be in a relationship or be committed to
I don't
you.
have to argue with
So
you. I don't even want to
exactly.
beat you.
I don't even want to like. Come on now, like if it's not fun while dating, like let's just not do it. So one thing that he did tell me, he told me when I meet the right person and I feel like they're worth it and everything, he said don't like keep testing them. Like don't put them to the test to see like okay, is he the one or is he gonna fuck up or whatever. Because one thing I do get from him is just like how do I put it? How do I put this? It's basically like it's not that I don't trust people because I put my trust in people. I'll trust you, but if they let me down, like I'm not surprised because I understand that's just people's nature. People are gonna disappoint you, and my mom has told me that too. Even in the letter, I read it all the time. She says that it's in people's nature to disappoint you and hurt you. Like, and it's not intentional. People are gonna hurt you. Like that's just what it is. People are gonna disappoint you, but it's the ones who apologize for it and like never do it again that are worth keeping around. That's just what it is.
Change behavior.
Change behavior is the best apology. So for him, he was just saying like when I find the right person and I feel like they're the one and that's my person, don't like test them and put them to the test. Like that's just they fuck up. It's like okay, but don't keep testing the waters.
Testing the waters.
Which I still need to ask him like what exactly did you mean by that? I think I need to refresh
like don't retest like okay if they already proved that they over that, don't try to test it to see it again. Like are you gonna do this again?
Yeah, exactly. I think
like
that's
just allow them to make mistakes. Get them room to make mistakes. Don't let it make you feel so I'm watching like you gotta walk on eggshells.
Exactly. And I think I'm really good at that, like just letting a person just make a mistake. And it just in my last relationship, like my very first relationship, I probably wasn't like that just because like we're obviously young. But now I've gotten older, like people make mistakes, and a lot of shit just don't be worth it. Like,
it's about are they willing to communicate, apologize?
Exactly. Another thing I learned from my parents is pick your battles. Like when you're committed to somebody, you really have to pick your battles. It doesn't matter who washed the dishes today and who's gonna do it tomorrow. Like certain shit just doesn't matter. So I would say those are like the biggest thing. Definitely pick your battles. Like you don't want to. We're at odds. Being black in general, we at odds. Black men are at odds with people in the world. The world beats us that up and down, like as it is. When you come home to like your family, that should be a sanctuary. You don't want to have to fight with somebody.
Yeah,
life is too short for it. So.
Oh, okay. To know my daddy is to know he's a speecher. So to think about, when I say a speecher, I mean somebody who
our parents in general are speechers. Like our dads for sure are just talkers. Like
my dad's gonna give a speech.
Remember, I used to be like, "Ooh, my dad is just like." My dad would talk on the phone with me for an hour if he could, every day. Like our dads are just speeches. Like they're gonna give a life lesson. They're gonna give a life lesson. My mom used to always tell my dad, my mom used to always tell my dad, you got an analogy for everything. Everything. Everything you got an analogy for. Everything.
That's my daddy too. He's gonna give a speech. So the amount of lessons that I have received over the course of my life already, so many, but the ones that I can name to speak out as specifically him teaching me about men, right? He said you want to look for a man that has the 3 P's. Now I might be getting the actual wording wrong, but the meaning's there. A provider. Do you trust him to provide you not just financially, but provide you with peace, provide you with stability, provide you with sound advice, provide you with a direction and a game plan, provide you provide you security and going in whatever direction that he plans. Another P, you need somebody who's planning, right? Somebody who's actively planning for their future, planning for you, including you in those plans.
Exactly.
If there's plans but you're not included, baby, move around.
Including you in the plans.
That's how you will know. A man will never really come out to you and say like, yes, I'm looking to take you to the next step. Mm-hmm. He'll more so just show you that you're going to. Like, when we do this or come, you know what I'm saying?
You'll be able to. They'll start to say like we with certain things, or when they'll show you. Do see that with you, that's
So that's another way. And then the third one was like prayer. You don't want a man that's absent from God, absent from knowing Him, absent from having a relationship with Him. Not that he has to be, super religious, but he has to be aware of that presence. And because as a man, he needs to be able to find peace within something outside of himself. As a black man,
needs to be the union in your relationship for sure.
For sure. So that was a major thing he taught me. Another thing he taught me as far as dating and relationship, he used to tell me all the time, stop acting like a girl. And I used to never really understood what he was talking about. Like, why are you telling me not to act like a girl when I'm literally a girl, dude? Like, you stop acting like a boy. Like, don't tell me that. But now I get what he's saying after this last situation when I was explaining to him, like, Daddy, I like this boy so much I have to stop talking to him because I know we don't want the same things. And before I got in my feelings, I had to move around. He said, you finally got what I've been telling you this whole time. And I'm like, what is that? He's like, when I tell you to stop acting like a girl, I really am telling you to, like, think logically when it comes to your situations and your dealings, especially with men and when there's a lot of emotion involved, because men start with logic. So sometimes you have to be able to process your emotions, put those things to the side to make logical advice. Would it serve me to stay in a situation with somebody I know doesn't want anything committed, regardless if I really, really like them and if I'm having the best time of my life?
Especially I know if that's what you want. Like
especially if that's what I want.
You want to go in.
Do I diminish that, suppress my emotions, and then have it come out later, or do I just make a logical decision now? It's about thinking mentally before you think with your emotions. So you can better process that.
That's hard too. That's always hard to do. That's
always hard. Baby,
definitely
listen.
Hard.
It's a hard thing to do. Hard. It's a really, really difficult thing to do. But I mean, it saves you so much drama and trauma. Literally, it could save you that. So it's just like that was just some of his best advice. Also, he basically. Don't do anything that you genuinely do not want to do, and don't let people shame you or make you feel bad for doing anything that you wanted to do. Exactly. Don't let nobody force you into doing nothing, Exactly. But if you want to do something, be confident in that and just and do you. Just literally do you. So many lessons. He also he sent this video to me, Alana, like, y'all need to talk about this on the podcast. Y'all gonna
We already did that.
We already did, but he definitely preaches the need for women to submit and allowing a man to lead. But after, we also had the conversation, like, and what I learned about myself, if man doesn't possess those 3 P's, I'm not going to submit. I'm going to talk to you crazy. But the right man, I'm going to not talk to you crazy, but I'm gonna run over
don't
you.
Don't talk to them crazy, but just you don't let them lead. Like if I don't trust you to lead, I'm gonna question everything you say to me.
Yeah,
and, I wanna be able to, even if I don't fully trust it, I wanna be like, okay, I trust your judgment enough for me to be like, okay, make this decision for us.
Mm-hmm. Make the decision.
If I don't, and I honestly just think it's dumb, then that just means that I just don't think that you think at all.
But this is the thing: the men that I don't even trust to lead me or submit to, everything they say, I'm just never doing it. And they're like, and they call me. It's to the man that I trust to lead me that I will submit to. Could versus the man who doesn't. If one calls and it's like, get dressed right now, finna come get you, I'm gonna be like, okay. If the other one calls, I'll be like, for what? Come get me to do what? You know what type? Do you think you can really just get me out my bed?
Absolutely not.
It's gonna be a whole thing, back and forth. They're gonna have to tell me, where are we going? What are we even doing? Pick me up to go where? You don't have to tell me.
I always use the analogy somebody taking you on vacation or something, just saying get dressed, let's go here, and they blindfolding you.
If I don't trust you to do that,
if I don't trust you to do that, and just I don't know, no, I'm not doing it. Remember I told you about that jet ski situation?
Yeah.
I was like, no, get me off of here. Because I don't trust you with my life. Get me off of here. Within 5 minutes, no. with my dad or like somebody that I trust in general, I'm gonna be super calm. Like even my brother, I think I would be calm on the
Yes,
daily.
a good man, a great man brings so much calmness to a situation. Like the chaos that happens within, like I didn't realize how emotional we, like, okay, I think I was in denial about the emotional state of women for a long time. I think I was in denial. Like, no, we're really not just emotional. Y'all just lack emotion. Y'all lack emotional maturity. We're not, no, it's not that. We're really go so up and down that the stability of a man that's stabilized and at peace and serenity. And I think a lot of women who don't grow up with that, you had a single mom who's, you know, maybe bitter towards your father because of y'all situation. So that's emotional chaos that you grew up in, right? That you saw. And so your disdain for men got kind of passed on. But those who know, they understand the stability and solidness, like in peace, that a stable man brings is so beautiful to a woman's situation. Like it's the perfect balance, like the yin and the yang. You get what I'm saying?
I agree.
We help bring out
it's like
emotions in situations. They help suppress them or calm them down.
Yeah, they do.
Right?
That's why
we help.
They're very grounding. Like they can really ground you.
But we also let them know when it's time to uproot some shit. Like, because sometimes they can be so grounded they miss out on important lessons, and we be like, things they need to do.
Not. Like, we let you know when you gotta, like, fuck
Excuse me, y'all got his food wrong. Y'all seen the meme?
That too.
He asked for no tomatoes.
Something is wrong, or you got us fucked up, and we just feel like, okay, like you a little too calm in this situation. Don't need calmness. Like, we need to, like, this needs some passion. Not that it needs like, you know, for y'all to argue, but it just needs like a sense of urgency, like passion. Yeah. Like, okay, this is something that you need to care about, like right here, right now, like.
And you can explain that to them, but exactly. And I think that too. Another thing my daddy told me, like a man wants his woman to be a place of peace, and I know a lot of women hate that. Be his peace, bitches don't want to be y'all peace, but like you want him to be your provider, your protector, your stabilizer. Why can't you bring peace?
Yeah.
What's problematic about peace?
I think a lot of people just don't know how to have healthy conversations in a peaceful way. Like, you can be upset and have a conversation about it in a very peaceful way. I think that's one thing that I'm really, really good at. Like, I don't raise my voice. Mm-hmm. And for a long time, people used to always tell me, like, when you upset, you don't even raise your voice. It's like, why? Why am I going to raise my voice when I'm upset? I don't like when people raise their voice when they're upset at me. Like, I receive it a lot better when somebody is calm and just says, you know what, here's what it is, here's how I'm feeling, here's what needs to happen, blah, blah, blah. Like, so much more can come from the situation
if you're calm,
yelling at them,
and if you actually are open to listening to receive what the other's saying. Because what I think women need to understand is, regardless of how we feel about the way men think or not, it doesn't change the fact that they think like that. So either you're going to take the time to understand or be without them. You know, live without them. You don't want kids. You don't want a stable, you know, if you don't want that, okay, cool. Like, if you want to date girls, that's your prerogative.
You just got to be able to understand, and not even from the standpoint of like dating, but just in general. A lot of people have a problem with understanding other people's perspective. If you cannot understand things from another person's perspective, I'm not going to say, why are you here? But, like, are you serious? Like, you can't understand things. You can only understand things from your own perspective and your own understanding. That's a problem. Like, that's a character flaw, in my opinion. It's a character flaw. Like, you aren't the only person that's right. And honestly, a lot of the times when there's a disconnect or, like, misunderstandings, it's just because y'all two are on two different pages. And sometimes it's not even about being on the same page or agreeing. It's just about understanding the sides of another person and how they feel about it and how they viewed it. And y'all can move on from there. But some people are so committed to misunderstanding.
They're committed to misunderstanding. That is true. I do think people are super committed to misunderstanding. But that's not, like, in that they'll stay stagnant.
Yeah, that's very
because
true.
Until you can understand different perspectives, you really can't grow.
You can't grow. You can't grow at all. Like,
without honest critique, like, you literally cannot grow. And I that's something I really learned at art school.
A lot of people don't like the truth either. A lot of people don't like the truth, or like critiquing, or like anybody, you know, saying, you know, what they feel is wrong from their perspective. Like, it's like, no, if I don't
You
do
don't
it,
have
it's
to
not right.
agree.
You
You
don't
don't
have
have
to
to
agree.
agree. It's just about
I always
understanding.
say
Oh,
you
I see
can't
where you come
tell
from.
exactly, and I always tell people like it's something I used to always tell like my family. So obviously, family will butt heads or whatever the case may be. I always tell people in the house like, this is how you felt. This is how you felt. You can't tell somebody else about their experience. All you can do is understand and say, okay, I get that, and understand the two sides and agree to move forward from that, and see where the disconnect was and talk through it. But just because you experience a situation completely different doesn't mean that one person is wrong. Everybody just has a different experience. Everybody has a different level of understanding and interpretation. We
Mm-hmm.
could have a falling out there or just disagree on something. How many times do we have like a miscommunication or something and we both like interpreted it two completely different ways?
Yeah, like I thought you were
Often.
saying this. Oh no, I was
Exactly.
saying this. Oh,
Exactly.
okay.
Exactly.
Now what I'm mad
Exactly.
about is not even relative to what you actually
Exactly.
said. Like, so
Exactly.
why
And I
keep it
know,
up?
and sometimes I be irritated because I'm like, I know I just said this, and you probably do too. Like, I know I just said
I
this.
just said da, 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 da,
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
but
Exactly.
it
But
just
it's
miscommunication.
miscommunication, and like
Mm-hmm.
talking through it will help. And it's like I can't tell you that you were wrong from the way you interpreted or your experience on the situation, and vice versa. It's just like, okay, we had a misunderstanding. This is what we meant by this.
Right.
That's it. That's it.
And this is one thing I was just thinking about that I really hate dating as a daddy's girl. Niggas telling me no. Like the tactics that have worked growing up to get me in to do what I want to do don't really work in dating. Like, the please, the please. Like, niggas ain't gonna have a soft spot for you like your daddy do. Like, and that is a hard pill to swallow because I'm used to the man. It's just like, I am like, what? I am like literally the world and the stars. Like,
I never even.
Why are
the
you?
Problem is, I think the problem is, I never even had to like pout for anything or like. Honestly, I never even had to say please or pout. Like, I think that's my problem. Like,
yeah.
I don't even.
Sometimes my daddy would make me work for it a little bit. Like,
yeah,
please, and then he'd be like, okay.
See,
and then give it to me.
My dad never, and I think that's my problem. My dad never made me do that. So it's like, if I ask once, I want it done, and that's it. Like,
say what I said. I want this.
That's
Why
it. All I had to do was ask, and it's like, yeah, okay.
And it's like, how are you even okay telling me no? Like, I don't even know how to grasp that concept. If you tell me no, I
feel like you don't like me. Like,
yeah, like you really no. But the fact that, and that's not the case, dudes. Like, saying no is a form of self-care. It's a boundary. Like, if you can't do it today, you can't. Like, I can't expect you in the dating stages of our relationship to drop whatever for me. You're not my father. It's just like,
why can't you just
say yes?
Figure
it out.
Say yeah, like, okay, I got you.
Toxic.
Or just say like, even if I can't do it today, like, I'm gonna figure it out. I got you.
But what if they literally aren't gonna, like, they just like, we aren't their
I don't think I asked for anything unrealistic. So let's start there.
Step one, Alana, is accountability. Taking accountability and knowing that sometimes
I don't ask for anything unrealistic.
See, this is why they daddy's girls.
I'm sorry.
It might not be unrealistic to you, but what if it's unrealistic to them in their predicament, in their circumstance?
This is my problem. I think the things that I ask for, the right man, it's not gonna be a problem for it. I think that's
it's not. But no, it's literally not. But just enjoying the dating experience, it's like, okay, I can't really catch an attitude for somebody to tell me no.
I think that's my thing. You telling me no, but you don't want me to tell you no. Like, make it make sense. If you don't,
they don't want you to tell you no. Yeah, for certain things. Yeah, like if you want this, to always be on yes, then I need that ching to always be on yes.
And not okay. I wasn't even talking.
Because as soon as you say no, it's
I'm talking about all that. I'm just saying, like, just with anything, like, simple as food, whatever the case. I ain't even talking about that. I'm talking about, like, we already. That's a topic that's always had. Like, we know that. Mm-hmm. But just in general, like, if somebody asks you just to, I don't know, just be fucking nice. Like.
To be nice. Okay, you shouldn't have to ask nobody to be nice. What do you mean be nice?
But just like send flowers, something.
Well, you shouldn't.
Flowers, be nice, send a card, send candy. whatever the case may be.
They might not have been raised seeing that, so they don't think that that's a thing. That may be something you have to teach them how to do. Not that they should say no, but what if you reword it like, I really appreciate this. When people do this to me, it makes me feel like they really mess with me. Until you do that, I don't really feel the love. Like, I grew up seeing this, and okay, so then if they just don't do it after that, then they're not listening to your love languages.
I feel like, for the most part, they do, but it's like, don't tell me no sometimes and expect me to just say yes for you all the time. You say yes to me all the time, I'll say yes to you all the time.
But that's unrealistic, and that's our daddy's girl's problem.
For them. Niggas be wanting you to
You
cook
can say no. If you don't want to cook, just say no.
Say no. I'm going to say no because
okay, so you cannot be mad.
No, I don't. Be
so it's tit for tat. You only say no if they tell you no. Lana, what if in your heart of hearts you don't feel like cooking that day?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying just like in general, like don't tell me no sometimes and expect for me to always say yes and be mad when I say no.
Just like you get mad when they say no.
I don't be mad.
Toxic.
I don't be mad.
You don't like it. It's like, oh, did you just tell me no? Bet. Now, next time you ask me to do something, no.
Okay.
Then that's petty. That's tit for tat. What if it was literally a no in that moment because they genuinely could not do it? Now your no is coming from a place of you told me no, so now I have to tell you no.
My no is really just telling me, like, I'm really just saying no because I don't feel like cooking.
What if their no was just like, I really don't have the money for flowers, or I can't pay for your nails today. I gotta pay for this. I don't know.
Who don't have the money for flowers? I think that's my problem. Like, flowers can literally cost $5. You don't have $5. You shouldn't even be dating me.
You don't need to be dating me. You need to get your pocket straight. I don't get that.
You shouldn't be dating me. If you can't spend $5 on flowers, you shouldn't be dating me. I'm sorry.
Facts.
You don't have $5.
Okay, well, I mean, maybe because they're not because they can't afford a lot, but just like, what if it's like a no, like, she's not understanding. She's really jaded audience with the perspective that this is why sometimes being a daddy's girl could be problematic in the relationship because we may have some.
I don't have to jump through hoops to get what I want.
Not that you have to jump through.
I think, and the other thing too, Blair, aside of just being a daddy's girl from a dad who never says no, when we want something, we can get it ourselves.
Yeah, that's
so it's like, damn, okay, you don't want to pay for my nails. It's like, okay, I'm
still getting my nails done. Yeah, like but this is my thing. My love language is not having to ask. Like, okay, if I'm sending you, if I'm what you finna do today, I'm finna go get my nails done. Especially if you start requesting colors and shit. Follow that up with Apple Pay.
Yeah, don't tell
Follow
me,
that up.
You should get blue. Did I ask you, do I see Apple Pay? Do I see a Cash App? Don't tell me I should get blue. Why I'm getting blue? Why? Why am I getting blue? Oh, you should do this to your hair. Or I had somebody.
I like when your hair like this.
I had somebody send me a purse one time. You like this? I'm like, yeah. They're like, you should get it. Excuse me? I like it, but not enough to buy it myself. If you want me to have it, purchase it. Thank you. Don't tell me what purse to get if you're not buying it for me. What is wrong with you?
I don't get that.
I
don't get that.
You should get
it. And for me, I think you should pay for nails. Should pay for nails because for me, I just feel like the nails I'm getting are for us. Like, yes, they're for me, but they're also for you. If I'm dating you and it's that, you're going to want to see them rubbed all over your body, so pay for them.
This lady.
This is true. Like, these are facts. The facts are the facts. Y'all want to see... Y'all
just want to see us dialed up, cute. Y'all want our hair done. Y'all want our nails done. Eyebrows did. Everything did.
And it's gonna be done. But if I'm consistently paying it for myself, they're for the world and me. If you want it for just the two of us,
niggas be wanting you to dead ass have like say the nigga name start with a J. He wants you to have a J on his nail. You paying for my nails?
I get 3 J's.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not getting no initials on my nails unless we together. I don't even like letters on nails anyway, so that's probably a dub.
I'm not getting your color recommendation. I'll
get color recommendations. I ain't that petty. I'm gonna get color recommendations. You only if he pay, you gonna get color recommendations.
I think even if he paying, I'm still getting the color that I want. Well, no, that's wrong. Sometimes I do take color recommendations, but sometimes I really do be having a color.
Or I pick.
Like, I want this color. Like, this is the color I'm getting. Like, no, I'll get that next time. But this time, I'm getting the color that I want.
And more recently, since I began, like, designs and stuff on my nails, I've been sending, like, so when I was
Yeah.
talking to
I
you, I'm like,
definitely,
okay,
yeah.
these are the 3 I'm
Yeah.
thinking about getting. Which are your favorite out the 3? Because
Yeah.
it's
I be
really
like,
like
which
I
one?
like all of these.
Yeah.
Regardless, there's
Exactly.
stuff that I want. I'm just making
Exactly.
it seem like you're
Exactly.
making a choice.
Exactly.
You
I'd
know,
be like, which one? Or which hairstyle? Or you think I would look cute
this
with
one
this
or that
hairstyle?
one. Yeah,
I
really.
love being like, you think I look cute with this hairstyle? Like, they like, yeah, you would look cute with any hairstyle. I love that. Yup.
But I really love when they be like, I don't know, and then I get it, and they be like, ooh, like, ooh,
yeah, that
you
you
wasn't
snap.
expecting that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Or they say
But
they
yeah,
ain't really like it, and I be like, oh, I'm gonna get it anyways. Then they see it, and they like, oh yeah,
they love it.
Yeah.
They don't know what they like. Niggas don't know what they like.
Knowing. They don't be knowing.
They bitches with stale wigs and lace fronts with a whole screen doors out. So sometimes you can't even judge. I can't even take your beauty advice. Look at your baby mama. I'm gonna shut up. I'm done.
Baby mama.
I'm done.
Not the baby mama.
So you don't know what's gonna look cute on my head and her wig sitting on top like that.
Ooh, Blair, not the baby mama.
I'm done.
We done.
I'm just saying.
We done.
I'm just saying.
Mama, we done. We done.
I'm just saying. How you gonna know? Like
they don't even set the standard. I think that's the other thing too. I think when
you see a nigga asking
somebody like
horrible, it make you be like,
I shouldn't do this. I be judging niggas off the type of bitches that they did in the past. I should not do that.
Yeah. I
shouldn't do that. But I think when somebody like me come around, they don't know what to do. Cause it's like,
I feel like I don't mind being your first. I don't know if I want to be.
It's hard being your first bad bitch. It's hard.
It's hard. It is hard, but they be loving you so much.
They be
but
loving
it's
you,
hard.
But then they be hating you at the same time.
Yeah, it's like because they cannot control you. They don't be knowing what to do.
They just don't know what to do.
So I would prefer somebody with some bad bitches under their belt. You know.
Yeah.
Indeed. You know, like I don't want to be. I don't know if I want to be. I'm always gonna be the baddest bitch you've ever dated, always. Yeah. But
I told my brother this weekend, I said I'm just gonna always come with the mindset, don't get no better than me. Even if it's somebody better fit for you, it still don't get no better than me. That's just how it is. I'm just not fit specifically for you.
But I'm still the best.
But it don't get no better than me. Period.
Still the best. Yeah, that'd be my. But I don't mind. I don't mind. If I'm your first bad bitch, I just know.
You know what I love being around niggas who they've been with girls who just like don't really be paying for nothing or like.
Yes, and you pay for something. They like.
They be so happy. They be so happy. They don't know what to do.
They ain't never been nobody that get them a gift. I just seen a Justin Little Boy post that was like, "You wasn't really mine if I ain't get you no gift, because to know me is to know. If you my nigga, I'm buying you a gift, and it's gonna be personable. I'm you a gift. Ooh, it's gonna be personable and sentimental."
Ooh, I remember one time I was in like high school and I was dating this boy, and it was like his birthday dinner, and I was just so happy to go to his birthday dinner. I'm like, Dad, you know, my boo birthday dinner coming up, you know, I gotta get him a gift. And like, mind you, I'm a freshman, so like, I don't have the money to get no gifts. So my dad, I know he was mad. He's like, I gotta get this.
I gotta buy a little boy a gift, but of course you his baby, he can't tell you no.
I'm like, I need to get him a gift. I'm like, I want to get him a hoodie. I want to get him this hoodie. I know he was so mad. He had to buy that hoodie for that little boy. I know he was so. I think I'm gonna ask him tomorrow. Like, you remember when I made you buy that hoodie for my little
hated
boo, my freshman year of high school?
Hated it. He like hated it.
I know he like. Like, why am I doing this?
Because to be like that, I'm going to get you something, I'm going to get you something sentimental. I'm the type, I pay attention to what you need. Like, I remember this one dude I was dating, he was just complaining, like, I need new pillows for my bed. Like, these pillows just not comfortable no more. They out of fluff. Ooh, ooh. Christmas come around. I get him the good, nice pillows. Memory foam. Like, that's a gift you don't expect. Like,
yes, exactly. Like, you just gotta, in general, just with gift giving, like, you just gotta pay attention to what people need and what they saying like they really, really want, or just, you know, pay attention to what they like. I'm real big on paying attention to what people like. Like, that's my favorite thing to do. my favorite. Or if they mention something, I don't even say nothing about it. I just like, okay, I'll take a mental note of it.
Take a mental note. I'm just gonna get like if I know like, oh, you like this type of, it could be simple water. I'm gonna want to buy you a case of that water.
Exactly.
Like I'm like, I have to hold back from doing that.
I like just because gifts too, and that's the other thing with dating too. Like I had to kind of hold back from that too. I'm just a natural like. You know, it's natural.
And if I'm getting to know you, I know what you like. I'm like, oh look, this made me think about you. Like I send you this. I thought about you. Like this made me think about you.
I had to watch that because like sometimes I be doing that and I wouldn't say I don't really like the person.
It's like this not even that.
It ain't even that. And like people be a little
take your kindness
like
for weakness.
They always think that's like I don't know. I just okay.
I don't want y'all to think we go together after this.
I'm just a little nice person. A sweetheart is all.
That's it. I don't mean much.
I don't mean much.
I don't mean too much by that.
This don't mean you gotta be my boyfriend. It just mean I'm nice.
But no, like if I do get you a gift, I am initiating you into my boyfriends though. If I get you a gift, like you one of mine. Simple. Not that we exclusive, but you one of my boyfriends. You on the roster now. You're not just like in tryout. You're on the roster.
I don't know. I've gotten a gift for like a guy friend when I went out of town, like a little lighter or something. I don't really.
If I get you a gift, you was on the roster. You was on the team. Yeah. You've been initiated. You're on the team. You rocking with the big dog now. Welcome. You might not be, you know. I feel like
that's not how I like to initiate.
I feel like if I do, you there already. Like I have to be like that now. Before, I don't think I.
Yeah, I have to be like that now. I didn't have to be like before. It was like okay, but then he tried to like tell somebody else's girlfriend, and I was confused because like, dude,
no,
a lighter.
No, I ain't saying that. Yeah, no. Well, unless y'all had that exclusive conversation. We did not. When I say one of my boyfriends, I mean
we did not.
That don't mean exclusive relationship.
I told him just friends.
Yeah. One of my boyfriends, you know, add him to the team, but nothing too serious.
See, that's my other problem. I can only have one boyfriend at the time.
Well, friends. I think I call them my boyfriends because I treat them all like that.
Well, that's the thing. I can only have one like of those at a time.
That you treat like that, yeah.
Yeah, but just in general, like, cause the other one, I show favoritism.
Yeah, my favorite. And my favorite is my favorite. My favorite is my favorite.
Like I don't want to be.
I hang up on the other ones if my favorite call, bye, I got to go.
Niggas be annoying. I don't like to juggle 3 different personalities. Like I'd rather just deal with the one I like, and if it don't work out, okay.
I'm playing around with y'all a little bit.
Yeah, when it don't work out, then I'll be like, okay, hey y'all just here.
Y'all just here. Yeah, no, I try to keep my relationships up all across the board because I experienced.
I don't even try to do that.
I've never been in a relationship before. But my last little run in, I cut all my niggas off way too early. Dropped the ball. Never do that again.
I think with you be liking all them niggas. If
I really be liking them.
Mm-hmm. I don't be liking them all at one time.
Yeah, so it's like I see the qualities in all of them, you know, and it's like, oh no, I really do like him for this. I like this one because because of this. Like, I haven't always been that way. I haven't always been that way. I haven't always been the way to be able to date multiple people, but I had to learn to because what I noticed is I get too invested. Like if it's a single person, I'm getting way too invested early on. Right now, I'm dating more intentionally, so I don't mind that being a thing if that person is also willing to do it. But, you know, back when I was just, like, in the dating, like, I'm just started dating again, I was just like, this is too much. Like, I'm in my feelings.
Yeah. I think I only get, like, if I really, really like the person, and it has to take a while for me to get that invested. But I do show favoritism, and, like, I think I'm just, like...
You can show favoritism, though. That ain't bad.
Have you heard of love bombing? They say Sagittarius have a problem with love bombing people. And I'm like, damn, like, but I don't know.
Would agree.
You think so?
All the Sagittarius I've dated are love bombers, baby. They definitely are. You know I love Sagittarius. You know my Sagittarius be my favorites.
No, we just be so, like, when we like you, we just really, like, you really be our dog for real. Like we just be the best of friends.
Yeah. That's like my Sagittarius baby. He will not
We
leave
just
me
be the
alone.
best of friends. And I just thought about that because like I was dealing with Sag, and it was just like that's what happens. Like we both were just like love bombing.
Yeah. Back and forth, just doing it.
Just doing it.
Just doing it.
Just
Explain
doing
what
it.
that is in case somebody don't know and they listening like, what is that?
I think like it's just like I don't know if it's like the act of like liking somebody too fast or just like doing things like to show that you like I don't know. I don't think it's a bad thing, but it can be. It's like say you met somebody. Oh, perfect example. I know everybody's seen that tweet. Like, have you ever met somebody and y'all just together every day after that? That's love bombing.
Okay.
That's love bombing.
Okay. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I can see Sad just being that way. It's because it's like if they like you, they like you.
And that's
if
the
they
thing, we
they
don't have no in between, right? And think
Mm-hmm.
about it. What I just explained that I don't have no in between. Like, I can't even date multiple people at once because the person that I really really like, I'm gonna just be with them, and the other one's just gonna get thrown to the wayside. Like we really don't have no in between.
Yeah. I had to learn. I used to not be like that, but I used to be like that, but I had to learn how to do it for my own sanity in the dating world. But now I'm at a point where it's like, okay, I want to date more intentionally. So if you're not trying to do that, then it's just like, okay, to the left, like cool.
Yeah.
I still got my ones that I've been building with for a minute. So these my little boos, like.
Yeah, that's just that.
And
but
it's gonna be this.
Sagittarius are big love bombers, so
it's okay.
Whatever. It's okay. We don't mean any harm.
Actually, y'all mean all the harm, but I digress.
I don't be meaning no harm.
I digress.
I don't care what Blair say. I don't be meaning no harm.
I digress. They know what they be doing.
We are the most lovable people in the world. Like,
no, for real. It's hard to be mad at y'all.
That's why she loves us so much. We're the most lovable people in the world. Like,
it's like, oh, you know, babies.
We just love everybody. Like we just be so, you know, we're just ourselves. I'll just say that.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Well, y'all, this
wraps up. It's been great. I love this talk. This was fun.
Daddy girls have daddy issues. Daddy's girls have dating issues, you know?
Dating
as a daddy's girl is not as smooth. We both have our issues, you know, like on opposite ends of the spectrum, you know. It's about finding a balance and learning lessons about independence and learning lessons about it's about attachment, detachment, independence, dependence. We need to have both.
Yep,
right? Agree. We need to be independent, 100%. But we should have somebody we can depend on.
100%. I agree.
So, yeah, our next episode will be our last episode of this season.
Yes, it'll be our last one. Episode 12, end of season 1, end of an era. So what we be saying, end of an era.
End of an era.
But
I think we should do a live when the day we drop our last episode. We can talk about that.
Okay, that's fine.
Like an Instagram live.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. A little Instagram
like
live.
A season recap.
Instagram live. Yeah, that'll be cool.
Or Clubhouse.
No.
You done with Clubhouse?
Instagram live probably be better.
Okay. I am kind of over Clubhouse.
See me. Y'all gonna
Period.
see me.
Period. Well, thank y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, thank y'all. Love y'all. And we will
like, comment, and subscribe if you're on YouTube.
Yes, and please, please, please be sure to tag us in anything y'all post on Instagram, reshare, all of that, and we will see y'all in 2 weeks.
See y'all in 2 weeks. Bye.